Greetings, good people. What's up? What's happening? My name is Dr. Clarence, and welcome back to TV7 Live, where we get to give you all the hottest and top trending topics, broadcasting live and direct from Zimbabwe, Africa. Now, this situation in Mozambique here is very disturbing, as we are seeing the entire nation has been shut down. What is happening there? We're gonna be seeing some scenes from the Mozambique side there. So today was shut down, and we saw Mozambican police firing tear gases at a location where presidential candidate Venancio Mondlane was making statements to journalists, appealing for calm during the march which he held. Right, so he had to run away. So we have the video right here, and the journalist was injured during that clash that would happen there. Now, before we go there, we see this video here. These are Mozambican youths, and they are burning the Frelimo flag. So this is happening. The peaceful marches were called by Venancio on Saturday at a site where two supporters were murdered, stating that the strike in the public and private sectors, which he had called for today in protest against preliminary results of the elections of October 9, was to continue, now moving to the streets, and he held the defense and security forces responsible for the double homicide. Enough respect to Asangara watching us live right about now. So, this is the video where we see Venancio being attacked.
Da atividade laboral no país está suspensa para aquilo que eu recebi. Agora, o que estou agora...
Porque não tinha informações de feridos nem de detidos?
Não tenho. Daqui a pouco vou fazer uma live, dentro de 2 horas. Eu tenho que falar com o país inteiro, são 11 províncias, temos 11 coordenadores nas províncias. Daqui a pouco vou entrar.
Now already we can hear gunfire in the background there.
Particular de cada pessoa, foi grandíssimo sucesso, posso dizer assim, porque 95% da atividade laboral no país está suspensa para aquilo que eu recebi. Agora, o que estou agora...
Porque não tinha informações de feridos nem de detidos?
Não tenho. Daqui a pouco vou fazer uma live, dentro de 2 horas. Eu tenho que falar com o país inteiro, são 11 províncias. Eu tenho que...
Big up to Asangara, big up to Quinton Chamisa watching us live. Says Masquerade Doc Paka Yipa Apo, my liberators edu tend to be our tormentors. Mawan. Now see, that's happens. What happens there? So here he is addressing journalists there. And then right about here, we are almost there. Everybody else is paying attention to the noise that is coming from the background, the gunfire there. Then we see journalists running. Now that is a very disturbing situation we are seeing happening in Mozambique, unraveling in Mozambique. Total shutdown. There are some images making rounds on the social media scene there, and we're seeing Mozambique streets empty. Now everybody just runs away here. We're seeing Venancio there running again. You see, the guys shielding him there. Enough respect George Munjoma. As they say, Zicha Oromba, as they say, Anzingachi Kurwira Nyika yabo. May God be with them. May God be with them and the situation not turn any worse. So we are seeing the guy there, the opposition leader, was leading the opposition in person from the front. Now it's him there, and they're still running. Venancio Mondlane. They're dressed in yellow. So we saw his guys cover him, his back. They are ready to take a bullet for him, as they were covering him with their bodies. Enough respect to Bongani Mabena watching us live there. Now we can see some of the guys there wiping their eyes. It's because of the tear gas there. That is what is happening in Mozambique there. As we are seeing the election now being disputed and being condemned by the United States of America and the European Union. It seems he was on foot. Voting there. So all that was just to disrupt. All right. How many people were there? Like talking to a journalist. Right? In other scenes, we will see these guys in full gear. Those are scenes from Mozambique again. The guys are fully armed. Oh my God. And they're firing. Bah, bah, bah. Jesus. One would fall. May God be with the people of Mozambique. And may God be with the people of Zimbabwe. Jesus. So are these guys just starting from dispersing the crowds there without any violence having been witnessed? Now these marches were called for by Venancio Mondlane, and that would be on Saturday. Big up to Georgia Basopa, as they say Priscilla Chingweme, watching from Cape Town. Bongani Mabena, Sitandiwe Nyandoro, Ahoy, George Basopa, Aston, Ticha Urawa Mandichkira says so uchanzi wa Sadak Ichiti elections were free and fair. Pakaipa. Tafadhwa Nashe DE says ED Shem. Big up to Lillian Marker watching us live there. Spencer Kawai. Jiri say. Says thanks for the update. Dom Viro. Zekubirira my election shame vari kukonzeresa. Thank you very much, Spencer Kawai, there for the positive feedback. Thank you very much for that. And thank you to everybody who has been supporting TV7 Live. Bear with me, guys. I'm still getting back in the groove. There's a lot of things I was going through. Remember, at one point the channel will be stolen. And here in this area, I faced a lot of harassment. Remember, I'm broadcasting live from Zimbabwe, Africa, and I'm broadcasting in Chitungweza. So I'm just coming from the rural area from the month of May. That's when I would come back, 2024, because I had been in the rural for almost half a year. So I haven't really moved because I need to move from this area. There's so much toxicity and the environment is not good. The Mozambique situation is disturbing. Brian Glove says chichiri kuitika pa Mozambique hapo. Usajua recommend yakadalanzi wanunga warowe. FS Jelly says Africa will never be the same. That is very true there. At least wambo mira panesu we did nothing. May God be with us. Now these strikes, these peaceful marches were called for by Venancio Mondlane on Saturday at the site where two supporters were murdered, stating that the strike in the public and private sectors, which had been called for today in protest against preliminary results of the elections of October 9, was to continue. Now moving to the streets, and he held the Defense Security Forces FD as responsible for the double homicide. We saw two people being murdered, one of them being Venancio Mondlane's lawyer. Now speaking to the RTP, presidential candidate Venancio Mondlane, who called the demonstration, revealed that he was unable to be present at the scheduled start time of the protest because there was police contingent at his door at his house and they didn't want him to leave his house. However, he would say this: our objectives were achieved 90% of the time. The primary objective was the general strike, which was the suspension of work, and across the public and private sectors this happened 95% of the time. During these statements, Venancio Mondlane would be speaking to a journalist. New gunshots and new tear gas are heard, and then he is forced to flee. Now the clashes between the police and the protesters began around 7:30 a.m. local time. Imagine that, very early in the morning, with police dispersing groups that were beginning to gather to take part in the peaceful marches. The police also used dogs, and helicopter flew at low altitude over the area where the march started. That is the site of Friday's double homicide. Then protesters will be chanting slogans such as "Save Mozambique! This is our country!" About 3 hours later, police stepped up the firing of tear gas and grenade and shots into the air as they charged to disperse the protesters, who responded by throwing rocks and setting off pyrotechnics. So that's why some of the scenes from the Mozambique there. Last Friday, we saw two supporters of Venancio Mondlane murdered. With gunfire and smoke everywhere. Now, will these guys announce the results? Enough respect to Brian Glovo, Elias Saina, Mandito Patricio Amindo says tiri kungourayana paukama bazi kugarirana pasi muchiwirirana ande tibatane please. Big up to Elias Sain. Says azonomira mushe kuno ku Mozambique. I'm watching from Beira. Hey, do stay safe there, and may God be with you. Freeman Chichetu. Let's support Mozambique. We stand with the people of Mozambique. Washington Machista. I'm in Maputo now. We are fed up with this president, corruption, killing people. Please, we need help. Oh, Jesus. Whatever is happening, one thing that I know is no matter what, at the end of all things, not when we perish, when we are still here on earth, God is faithful. Justice always prevails. People may suffer for a short while or for a long time or what, but it will come to an end. And there's a time of redemption. There's a time of recovery. For everything, there's a time and a season. May the Spirit of God be with us in these moments. Enough respect to Washington Machisa there. Bambos family says, I'm watching from Mozambique. Do stay safe. Do take care, guys. And keep your head up. These security officers, sometimes they are trigger happy. So you need to always keep your head up. Keep your head up and keep the faith. Dr. Clarence is the name. TV7 Live is the channel. God bless Mozambique and be with the people of Mozambique. TV7 Live is the channel. As always, thank you for watching, and I'm out. Bambo's family, we will be following the situation and updating. Thank you, Dave, for that.